Hello and welcome to TopNotFlop. Get ready for an exciting lineup of new shows in July 2023. From gripping dramas to hilarious comedies and heartwarming stories, there's something for everyone. Join us for a sneak peek at the hottest shows hitting your screens this month. So let's begin the video. Jack Ryan Season 4. Jack Ryan is a television series based on the character of Jack Ryan created by Tom Clancy. The show follows the thrilling adventures of Jack Ryan, a brilliant CIA analyst turned field operative, as he uncovers global conspiracies and combats dangerous threats to national security. His unwavering determination and exceptional analytical skills aid him in navigating treacherous situations and staying one step ahead of his adversaries. The series was released on July 1st and is already available to watch on Prime Video. Kizazi Moto, Generation Fire. Kizazi Moto, Generation Fire is an action-packed animated sci-fi anthology that presents 10 futuristic visions from Africa, inspired by the continent's diverse histories and cultures. A new generation of animation creators draw on uniquely African perspectives to imagine brave new worlds of advanced technology, aliens, spirits, and monsters. The release date is July 5th on Disney+. The Horror of Dolores Roach. The series is based on Aaron Mark's podcast of the same name. Dolores Roach is released from prison after 16 years and returns to a severely gentrified Washington Heights with $200 and the clothes on her back. There she meets an old friend, Louis, who lets her live and work as a masseuse in the basement under his store. But the peace and stability Dolores had dreamed of is threatened when she has to go to shocking extremes to survive. When one of the customers starts harassing the heroine in the back room, Dolores kills the man. The same friends, who turn out to be cannibals, help get rid of the corpse. They start selling pies with the victim's meat. The release date is July 7th on Prime Video. Yes. The Afterparty, Season 2. The Afterparty centers around a diverse group of individuals who reunite at their high school reunion afterparty. As the night unfolds, tensions rise, and long-held grudges and unresolved conflicts come to the surface. Amidst the celebrations and nostalgia, a shocking incident occurs that turns the reunion into a crime scene. One of the attendees is found dead under suspicious circumstances, leading everyone at the party to become suspects. Rumors, accusations, and secrets start to circulate, creating a tense and chaotic atmosphere. There is a murderer hiding among the 8 graduates. Will he be exposed? In the new season, there will be a more complicated mystery. The investigator will have the opportunity to prove his high professional skills. The release date is July 12th on AppleTV+. Full Circle. In the center of the plot of the detective series called Full Circle are police officers who are investigating a criminal case that ended in failure. The criminals tried to pull off a kidnapping, but nothing good naturally came out of it, so now the police are looking for them. No one expected that this seemingly ordinary crime investigation would reveal many of the innermost secrets. The citizens of New York. All the actors have never been connected to each other, but now they need to think how to get out of it, alive, unharmed, and thus at liberty. The release date is July 13th on Max. Burn the House Down. Adaptation of Moyashiro Fujisawa's manga, The Matarai House in Flames. The House of Matarai, the head of the hospital, burns down in an accident. The woman, whose mistake caused the tragedy, begs for forgiveness on her knees, while the flames renders what is left of the house useless. 13 years later, the woman's daughter, named Kyoko, who has never been comfortable with this state of affairs, decides to infiltrate Matarai's family as a housekeeper and uncover the truth about the fire. The release date is July 13th on Netflix. What We Do in the Shadows, Season 5. A very unusual work in mockumentary format. The authors tell the story of how a group of enthusiasts decided to lift the curtain on the terrible mystery associated with real vampires. They are going to air a documentary project proving that these kinds of creatures actually exist. The protagonists find themselves in Wellington, New Zealand. They show the world how hard it is to be a vampire in the modern world. The series is directed by comedy masters Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi. The release date is July 13th on Hulu. Foundation Season 2. The series Foundation returns to the screens with a second season. The plot involves the events of the future, when mankind has long ago left the home world to explore new horizons. For example, distant planets were discovered, which also turned out to be suitable for life. Gary Selden is an outstanding scientist who uses mathematics as his main tool, allowing him to calculate what might later become a new home or simply a curious planet to explore. He has succeeded in proving that a dark age is coming that will take many 30,000 years in human history. The release date is July 14th on Apple TV+. Justified, City Primeval, a sequel to the story of U.S. Marshal Raylan Givens. The action takes place 8 years after the end of the events of the original Justified series. Raylan decides to return to his native land, but chooses Detroit, not Kentucky, as his place of residence. The main character, upon his return home, has to balance his job as a law enforcement officer with his personal life, because his attention and diligence depend on raising his 14-year-old daughter, Willa. In Detroit, the man runs into Clement Mansell. This man's fame runs far ahead of his own. This character is called one of the most violent men around. He once managed to get away from the best men in town, but the character has no intention of stopping there. The release date is July 18th on Hulu. Special Ops, Lioness. The project invites us to immerse ourselves in the daily life of representatives of the special branch of the Central Investigation Department. The main characters are girls, who have undergone serious training and rigorous skills testing in order to successfully fight terrorism. The authors of the script talk about their spy games and masterful skill in destroying other people's structures from within. Each of the heroines is a strong individual who is confident in her abilities. They do their jobs beautifully, playing their roles like Hollywood actresses and hitting right at the weak point like martial arts masters. On the other hand, their work is extremely dangerous. The release date is July 23rd on Paramount+. Futurama, Season 11. The series begins in the year 1999, where Fry, a pizza delivery boy from New York City, leads an ordinary and unfulfilling life. One night, while making a delivery, he stumbles into a cryogenic chamber and is frozen for a millennium. Fry wakes up in the year 3000 and finds himself in the bustling metropolis of New York. He quickly befriends a one-eyed mutant named Leela, who works as a no-nonsense spaceship pilot, and Bender, a wisecracking robot with a fondness for mischief. Fry soon discovers that his only living relative in the future is his distant nephew, the eccentric Professor Farnsworth. The professor runs an intergalactic delivery company called Planet Express and hires Fry, Leela, and Bender as his crew. Together, the crew of Planet Express embarks on a series of intergalactic deliveries that often go awry. They encounter strange and fantastical creatures, visit distant planets, and get entangled in various comedic and science fiction-inspired adventures. The release date is July 24th on Hulu. Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal is a live-action series based on the popular video game franchise of the same name. In a dystopian future, the world is in chaos, and society has descended into lawlessness and despair. John Doe is a sharp-tongued milk delivery man who talks as fast as he drives. He has no memory of his name or his past. John gets a chance to change his life and take a new place in society. All he has to do is drive through post-apocalypse-stricken lands and deliver a mysterious package. Except that surviving the brutal carnage will not be easy. Together with his partner, a former car thief, he will face looters and other problems, such as a crazy clown who drives an ice cream truck. The release date is July 27th on Peacock. Good Omens Season 2. The series Good Omens is an adaptation of the work of the same name by two famous fantasy writers, Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. The series begins with the birth of the Antichrist, who is destined to bring about the apocalypse. However, due to a mix-up at the hospital, the baby is misplaced, and instead, an ordinary boy named Adam Young grows up unaware of his true identity. Aziraphale, a principled and somewhat fussy angel, and Crowley, a demon who has developed a fondness for humanity, have been living on Earth for centuries, and have grown accustomed to their lives on the planet. They form an unlikely friendship, and have become accustomed to their comfortable existence. As the prophesied date of the apocalypse draws near, Aziraphale and Crowley become aware of the imminent danger and the significance of Adam's role. They decide to join forces to prevent the end of the world and protect humanity. The release date is July 28th on Prime Video. Thanks for watching this video, and do subscribe my channel for new update.